Welcome to r/Tales from Tech Support, where we get to have a little chuckle at the technologically disadvantaged, like me. I'm Uncle Reddit, and have I got a story for you. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Had a couple people point out that my color correction was a little off, that there was more of a blue tinge or blue hue to this, so I've adjusted some. I've played with the color correction, the exposure. Let me know what you guys think. Hey boss, my arm's soaked in cat pee and there's a snake stuck to my pants. Dear Diary, June 8th, 1999. I'm soaked in cat pee with a snakeskin stuck to me. Oh, and the world is ending in 6 months. Where did I go wrong? P.S. I think Tammy's going to dump me. The company I worked for at the time performed house calls. We sold a refurbished workstation to an individual, purchasing it for their housebound sister, and agreed to send a tech on site to perform the setup. This turned out to be me, and if I'd had the slightest inkling of what would be in store, I would have stuck my tongue in a light socket and flipped the switch. Don't get me wrong, I like snakes, and I've always been a cat person. I've only had a few brief periods of my adult life where I didn't have at least one cat. The only reason I've ever owned a snake is because cats generally view snakes somewhere between mortal enemies and toys doubling as tasty treats. In my early bachelor years, I didn't necessarily have the cleanest or most kempt house, apartment, or fridge. But this was something else. At 10 o'clock, I head to the customer site, about 40 to 45 minutes into rural America. Farms, back roads, etc. Beautiful sunny day, nothing foreboding. So my destination comes into view, a nice triple-wide manufactured home, circa late 70s, with a couple add-ons sited on about 5 acres. Yard is typical, rural, needs mowed, nothing unusual. Me, knock knock. Voice, come in, but don't leave the door open. I'm immediately confronted with a hallway lined with terrariums and cages down the right side. Voice, down the hall and to your left. En route, I realize the cages contain snakes. Lots of snakes. A few have only 1 or 2, but most have 5 or more, apparently grouped by species. As I turn left, I see more cages in another room. Distressingly, a couple larger ones have no lid. Okay. I'm greeted by a lady in a wheelchair petting a cat, and more cages. The smell hits me. Stale cat pee. It had been mostly covered by a dry, musty snake smell, but in this room it was overwhelming. It literally burned my eyes and nose. She introduced herself, showing me the desk she'd cleaned off where the PC was going to live. Due to the cages, there was no way I could move the desk, an old military surplus metal desk, so I'd have to get down on the floor to run cords and power. By this point, I'm taking short, tiny breaths, trying to minimize the smell without passing out. But now I can taste it. Ugh. I'm rapidly developing a headache, too. Sweet. This morning keeps getting better by the minute. I unbox things, set the PC and monitor on the desk, printer on nearby table, and start dropping cables behind the desk. While I was getting things from the car, she traded the cat for a beautiful corn snake she's petting while sitting there watching me. I'm a little creeped out now, plus 4 or 5 cats are trying to climb into the boxes. I have stuff hooked up, but I need to run the modem line, printer cord, and power cords. So I get down on the floor, scoot my way across the carpet, and... why am I sticking to the carpet? Oy vey, it's cat pee. Not just one-time pee, but many, many times. Man, this carpet's sticky with something. Oh yes! Cat's had a couple of accidents down there, but I cleaned it, so don't worry. Internally. What? You cleaned it? I'm sticking to the bloody carpet. Okay. I'm committed at this point, so I pull the cables along the wall and roll over to reach around the desk leg. Squish. What the hell? My arm and shoulder are wet. Why am I wet? Oh, for the love of... Oh, no. I did not just roll onto carpet soaked with cat pee. Yes, I did. I plugged the power cords in and phone line to the jack, scooted out and told her I was done. Turn it on and you're good to go. I have to get back to the office. She thanked me and I left. Once outside, I scrounged through the back of my car looking for something to put behind my back and rear to sit on. Nothing. Of course not. I always have crap in my car, but no, not this time. Trunk? Nope, nothing there either. Son of a goat.
¿Y qué es lo que pasa con los alcaldes de la isla?
I finally gave up and sat on my jacket. I called my boss. Hey boss, I'm not coming back right away. I need to go home first. Okay, what's up? I need a shower. Well, why do you need a shower? I'm wiggling around during the call trying to get situated on my jacket so that no part of me is actually touching the fabric of my car when I notice something. I'm covered in cat pee and what the hell is... Ah! Snake! Snake! Snake on my leg! Snake on my leg! Ah! Scramble. Fall out of the car. Oh. Oh crap. Oh crap. Wait. Oh man. No, it's okay. It's just a molted skin. I thought it was a live snake for a minute. Trying to catch my breath. My boss laughing so hard I can hear him crying, can barely speak. Okay, we'll see you after you clean up, but bring the snake in. We're going to start a trophy wall. Boss hangs up. It wasn't as funny as he thought it was. Oh, I have to disagree with you, OP. That was every bit as funny as it sounds, and probably more so. I can't even imagine. I would have been right out the door with the snakes. I don't mind a couple snakes, but yeah, walking down the gauntlet through all those tanks with all those snakes and then, I don't know, the smell. Yeah, I don't think I could have done it. Have you guys ever had to deal with anything like this? Let me know in the comments down below. What was your worst house or office call? When the CEO is too busy. Over the last 20 years, I've worked for some major organizations from global electronics and telecoms to banking. This is not a brag, but highlighting what I am about to share that has occurred to me in every organization, which you would think would be more aware and switched on when it comes to the basics of security and the financial/reputational impacts. PA, personal assistant to the CEO. PA, hello, CEO has a problem with their laptop. Can you come up immediately? Although nearly always friendly, the above is the norm for info I get. So I trundle up, being quite blind to what the actual issue is. Normally ranges from cannot find an email or doc, want some software installed, forget about process and IT security, to the more serious of the mouse not working, adding a printer or something to stop the whole organization from functioning. The laptop could be goosed in some way. Me. Hello, PA. What's the problem? PA. Not sure. I had a look, but I can't figure it out. Still not giving me much info. The CEO had to leave, but left the laptop behind for you. Can you fix it quick? Me. Okay, but I'll need to log on to the laptop and would be better to be with the CEO as I need them to be logged on as themselves and give me more information on the issue. PA. Well, the CEO had to leave. I have their login details and can call them for more info if you like. Pulls out a notepad with current and all the previous passwords the CEO has used. End of story. What I'm wanting to share here is that I'm still quite surprised that the heads of a major organization will A. share their credentials with the PA, B. allow others to log in as them to do and fix stuff in their absence, C. have no real thought to the implications if the PA was to lose or give away the creds, D. someone acted maliciously with them. And all under the guise that the CEO is too busy to deal with these issues. Grinds me more, though, that this is accepted and ignored, plus the rest of the workforce can get hauled over the hot coals for exactly the same. Not just CEO level, but I've seen it further down the chain. Some people really do live in ivory towers with unicorns prancing about. Edit. As I've been asked. The above is not a single issue I'm recalling, but a combination of many over the years, but the behavior of the CEOs, etc. is the same. Yeah, I don't understand that. People need you to urgently come take care of their issue or their problem and get them sorted out. But it's not important enough for them to be there to make sure that it gets dealt with or so that they can give you the information you need to actually help them. The legend of the chocolate queue. Once upon a time, and many employers ago, I was an on-site desktop support tech for a manufacturing company. We occupied a windowless workbench/office/storage area with a single door to enter that you could never really close, or the place heated up pretty quickly, or in the case of Chimichanga Thursdays, the extra exhaust was necessary for HSE reasons. Regardless, we three were easily accessible from anyone walking down the hallway in this part of the admin building. This meant that it was common for users to just pop in the door and strike up a friendly conversation with phrases along the lines of, "Hello, the Tech Jones. My whatever isn't working. Can I leave it with you and pick it up later?" We even had a small shelf that was near the door that said users took to using as a drop-off point. Keep in mind that none of these actions were allowed or encouraged, but we lacked support from management, so we adapt and survive. But I digress. This is a story about a phone after all. So on this day, a user walks in and says his phone doesn't turn on anymore. So my colleague turns to him and takes the Moto Q from the guy and holds the power button. User: oh, I know it won't turn on because it fell in the toilet as I was standing up. The phone clatters to the desk. What followed was a series of forced smiles and assurances that it happens all the time, and polite requests to lead with pertinent information like, I dropped this in fresh feces next time. So next time a user tries to hand you something, find out a few details first, if you're not wearing gloves. Oh my god. I'd have chucked it like a boomerang right at his head. Unbelievable. You couldn't lead with, hey, my phone won't turn on anymore because I dropped it in the toilet. That would have been perfect. Short and concise. Yeah. Customer sends in order with another random customer's address and payment information. Then can't understand why she never received her order. I do tech support and a little bit of order processing and accounts payable receivable. I got a support ticket a few days ago from a customer asking why her order was never submitted. The conversation went a bit like this. Customer: I want to know if the order I put in 2 weeks ago is shipped and what the tracking number is. Me: I don't see an order on your account. Can you resend it and I'll let you know if it came through? Customer: no, I know I sent it. It's been a hassle and I'm not bothering with it again. Find it. Me: did you email or fax it? Customer: I faxed it from XXX. I look up the order and find it. Me: okay, I do see this was processed and sent to blah 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 medical supply. Customer: what? I've never even heard of blah blah medical supply. Why would you send it there? Me: a little confused. Is this not the form you submitted? Customer: it is. So why did you send it to this other random customer? Me: because that was the information provided. Customer: not by me. That information was already on there when I sent the form, so this is entirely your fault. Oh my god. Come to find out, my coworker sent her the form without clearing the previous customer's information. Is this our fault? Yeah. Is it incredibly irresponsible to accidentally reveal one's customer's address and payment information to another? Absolutely. But this lady saw random information she's never seen before and didn't think twice. She didn't bother to scratch it out or anything, just sent back the same exact thing, causing us to duplicate the order for the other customer. Somehow this made it past her, the doctor, and their billing department. How no one thought that maybe, just maybe, what they had wasn't right is beyond my comprehension. And she got free equipment out of it too. Complained all the way up the chain until we comped her entire order of almost $500. P.S. When I processed the first form she sent, there was absolutely no way for me to catch it, due to it having been faxed. Had it been emailed, the system would have told me the account associated with the email, and I'd have noticed the discrepancy. Edit. They're developing an online ordering system to cut out the obviously outdated paper orders. We know it's terrible. Man, this was just a whole comedy of errors. There was F-ups all the way around. Why would you compromise customer information by sending out that form like that? You've got to have a blank somewhere. Like you said, it went through at least 3 or 4 people who never caught it. So yeah, it's not fair to put it all on the customer for sure. She was just one in a whole line of people that just wasn't observant enough to catch it. Hey, if you guys enjoyed this video, do me a favor. Click the one on the screen right now. I think you'll enjoy it. See ya.